hurt. I have busted my finger. Wow. I bet I'm gonna lose that fingernail. Whew. Hey everybody, welcome back to day 30, I think it is, of this remodel makeover of this older RV bedroom. And if this is your first time joining us, I'll put a link in the description of this video that will take you to the full playlist of all the videos so far. Trying to work on this camper every day, and while I'm working full-time, so it's taking a while, and also I'm just basically slow doing all of this. I appreciate you all's encouragement and sticking with me. And today we're going to be working on finishing up the second coat of paint on this door, which will be the last of this gray paint I'm doing in the bedroom. And then we will be finishing up the painting on these ottomans and work on the painting of the chairs. Of course, our last thing that we'll do will be to paint the carpet. And so I feel like I'm getting close to the finish line. Not quite there yet, but I think just over the hill I'll be able to see it. Y'all keep encouraging me, and I appreciate you being here. Click the like button, follow, subscribe, all those good things. All right, let's get busy. All right. Let's see what we've got going on here. Got this where I can close it now. Still want to make sure. Y'all, that hurt. I have busted my finger. Wow. I bet I'm gonna lose that fingernail. Whew. That's the first accident I've had in this project, so I guess that's not bad. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose that fingernail. Oh, irritating. I had both of those ottomans propped up, and I pulled the one away. The other one fell. So I'm gonna have to go get a band-aid, but I will be back. Okay, I'm back again. Got a band-aid on. That really did hurt. Kind of still throbbing a little bit. It was bleeding from down around the base of the fingernail, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose that fingernail, but that's all right. It'll hopefully come back. That would be bad if it didn't now. I would be sad about that. Okay, so let's pick this up and try not to crunch another fingernail. Okay, so first thing I need to do, that doesn't want to close now. Wonder if I sprung something when I dropped it like that. Anyway, I still have this part to paint before I can work on the top. I want to get since this sits all the way to the floor, I want to get this and this done, and then I'll work on the top. So let me move this back out of the way a little bit. And let's look at this one. Same thing with this one. I still have, I've got this part here to do. I'll tell you what, I think I can open this up like this and paint the top part and this and be done. We'll need to get into that crevice there first, so let me get that like that. All right, I think I need to mix up some more paint. I also went and got myself some more sponge paint brushes, so that'll be good. It fell down in there. Alright, so we're doing 1 part water, 1 part paint, and 1 part fabric softener. Should have done the paint first. That way I'm not mixing any water or fabric softener into my paint can. Alright, let's see, where is the stir stick looking for? It's right here. Huh. There's another missing paintbrush stuck to that. So silly. So silly. Alright. Stir the paint up before I dip some out. Alright, the next thing I need is fabric softener. If y'all would like a link to this really good deal on this fabric softener that does not have dye in it, just message me in the comments and I will share that link with you. Safe add link. Okay. Now this right now is just real thin, like a thin soup, but as I stir, it will begin to thicken up. It's just the strangest thing, and I have to attribute it to the fabric softener. Mixing that in with the water and the paint, and then all of a sudden it just starts thickening up. I haven't decided for sure when I go to paint the carpet if I want to try to get the paint thin enough with adding more and more water so that I can spray the carpet, or if I'm just going to roll it on and then sponge it out. I think I'm going to practice on a piece of or a little area rug that I have in front of the restroom that is very similar in color and texture to this carpet. So I may practice on it first, spray paint part of it, roll out the other part of it, and just see which one works best. I would think spraying would be a lot faster, but I don't know. Alright, it's starting to thicken up nicely now and all mixed together. Have you all ever used this mixture to paint any fabric before? I'm wondering if it rubs off at all on your clothes, like sitting on this chair. So I'd definitely be checking that out after it's all dry, just to make sure. If it does, then I'll have to get some sort of a I don't know, color guard or sealant of some sort. I don't know. It definitely doesn't seem to rub off on the hand or anything, but I wonder about sitting down with some white t-shirt or shorts on, if it's gonna be a problem. Alright, this is doesn't seem to be as thick as it usually is. Wonder what causes that. Could be that because I started with paint that wasn't as cold as last time. We're in Tennessee, and the thing that we always tell people about Tennessee, if you don't like the weather, stick around a week and it'll be different. We can have 4 seasons in one week. I mean, in the last 2 weeks we've had at least 74 degree temperature, and we've had down in the 20s. We've had into the 30s, the low 30s for the high, all the way up to the upper 70s for the high in a week span here in the month of December we just finished. But it's crazy. All right, I need to get a new sponge brush out. Okay. Yeah, the sponge brush I was using on these just fell apart. Wore it out. So, starting with a fresh one. Okay, so I was going to start over here, wasn't I? Oh, gotta put my glasses on so I can see really good. It's amazing the little dots in the texture where the paint didn't get quite in there shows up when I put my glasses on. Didn't see them before. I'm seeing little spots over here that I didn't see before. Wondering if I can lean this back. Now I've got paint on my wall. Alright. Try to get in here without getting paint on myself. Alright, paint's going a lot faster now that I'm painting a large surface like this. Okay, I think that one's done. All right, so let's, glasses on again. I keep forgetting. I have gone and ordered some prescription glasses that I'll wear all the time. Not looking forward to getting used to that. But I'll have to get used to not only looking through the graduated lenses, but also have to remember not to take them off. I'm so used to my reading glasses. If I'm not reading or doing some up-close work, I just automatically set them on top of my head. And so that'll be a habit I'll have to break. Paint this until I clean out this container here, and then I'm going to start on painting my door, the door and door frame, the final coat of paint. Tell you what, I think I'm going to stop here. Back to that. After I can turn it a different direction. I want to be able to get down in this crevice real good, and I don't feel like I can do that right now with it positioned like this. So we're going to stop with the Ottoman painting. Let that dry. We'll come back to that tomorrow. Let's see if I can get this paint out of here. Much as possible. All right, so let me wipe my hands off a little bit better, and then go back to the door and door frame to get that completed. I think I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. There we go. All right, where's my paintbrush at? Here it is. Y'all want to see something funny? I'm setting my paint can on this plastic face shield. Y'all remember wearing these during COVID? Probably didn't do a single thing, but make us feel a little bit more secure. That was crazy times, wasn't it? This whole project in here is only going to use not even a half of this paint, but I doubt that I'll have enough left over to do the rest of the camper if I ever decide to do the living room. There's a lot of cabinetry in there and doors. All right. Start with the trim. I think I'm going to start with the trim. No, I'm going to start with the door. I'm afraid I'll get up against the trim trying to do the door. And yes, y'all can see I've got a bunch of stuff piled up in this hallway. We're off season, so we got a lot more stuff stored in the camper, and usually a lot of that stuff is stored in this bedroom. But I pulled it all out so I can do this project in here. I'm really glad that I decided to paint this door. I had contemplated leaving it brown since it's not really cabinets like the rest of the cabinets in here, but I'm really liking the looks of this, so I'm glad I did it. People were telling me I really should. Appreciate y'all's help. window. When I decide to get up to reposition the camera as I get higher, I'm going to prop something behind this door to keep it from going so far open. Now y'all tell me if I end up painting the same spot twice. I don't think I've painted this one yet. Maybe I can prop my bottle of fabric softener right behind the door. Keep it from opening all the way up. And then I gotta come back through there. All right, that'll help a little bit. Glasses on, Wanda. See a lot better what you're doing that way. Y'all, my friends and family that I tell them about the fact that I'm painting cloth and going to be painting the carpet, especially the carpet, they're all pretty much shocked and appalled. Like, they think I've lost my mind. So, hopefully, it all turns out good and they'll think, she wasn't so crazy after all. If any of you have ever painted your carpet before, I'd love it if you go into the comments and show your before and after pictures. That would be cool. That would be a good encouragement for me. All right, now let's get this trim all the way around done. To reposition the way I hold this paintbrush after a while. Start getting some tingling like carpal tunnel syndrome tingling in my hand if I hold it in one position for very long. Wants to make the paint pool in the corners. right in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this tape off of this doorknob so I can see if there's any places that I need to touch up. A little bit. Get all my little artist brushes out and do that right quick. The shadow wasn't casted on the paint. I thought it had separated and colors had separated out. Good enough. All right, continuing on. Let's get this door done. All the way down on this side over here? Y'all, I can't remember. Grandmom's memory's getting bad. I can't remember if I went all the way to the bottom on this or not. Won't hurt to put some more on there, I suppose. I think I did across the bottom down here. I don't know. Have to go back and watch the video to figure out what I've done, what I haven't done. I'm just gonna double do it. Now I'm ready to do the door trim. Okay, almost done, y'all, with this part. Oh, I just got paint on the top up here. I got them up there from last time. It looks like it's dry. Don't think anybody's gonna hire me to be a professional painter. All right, I think I'm done. Let me check for any little globs of paint. It's funny how it's more on this side. Huh. All right, I think I'm done with this door and frame. So I'm going to pull the paint, pull the tape off, and then I'm going to call it a day. Yay. That came off well, didn't it? places that I'm gonna have to get the tape off later. After the paint dries. Well, that's dried from last time, evidently. I'll have to touch that up with some paint that matches this wall, evidently. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Thank you all for, wow, I'm looking rough. Thank you all for joining me once again on this journey of remodeling this RV bedroom. And the only thing we have left to do is finish up a little bit on the ottomans. Got to paint both chairs, and then we're going to paint the carpet. And then we'll be done. We're ready to put our new bedspread that matches all of these colors, and do the big reveal and let Grandpa Ricky see it for the first time. Thank you for joining us again. You're still here. I'm assuming you liked what you saw. So give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and follow our channels. That would be fantastic. And we'll see you tomorrow for more work. Thanks, everybody.